This is a little video tutorial on search engine optimization, or SEO. This isn't necessarily unique to this CMS system, but it's just a thing in question that a lot of people have. So I'll kind of quickly give some of the basics of a rundown of CMS SEO optimization. The thing is, nowadays, Google and other search engines are primarily interested in your site's content and structure and how it's built and how relevant it is as to how it places. So if you build a better website than your competitor with stronger content that looks better and performs better and is secure and has more relevant copy, you will most likely do better in the search results. So that's the primary thing to keep in mind, is to build a better mousetrap. But with that said, there's a lot of little things that you can do as well to help Google find your site and to index it properly. Of course, page copy is number one. You want to use keyword phrases throughout the copy of your site that is relevant and is that copy that you think people might use when they search your site. So the higher up on the page that important keyword phrases are, the better, than down at the bottom somewhere in little type. If you can put keyword phrases in your titles, like your module settings here under general and the title, here's your module title. The more you can do to make this a keyword rich phrase is important. Also on the page name itself. So let me just move this a little bit so you can see it. So here's the name of the page, Motor Road Traveler -about. That's not that descriptive. If you go under page settings, here's the name about, that's where this appears, but here's the title override. Now the title override is what appears up in the bar up here. So you could say like this maybe. Don't mind the spelling. If we save that, now you can see up here in the title bar it says about motorcycle travel trip planning. That's a more descriptive title, and this is what actually appears in the search results for Google. When there's a link, it'll show you what is this title. So that override again is under page settings and then page title override. I'm not going to keep it in this case because I'm just testing. So that's important. The titles are important. The copy is important. If you have graphics on the page, I don't know if I have any here that do. Let's see here. Not really. Let's just place one so I can show you. Let's put a photo right here. We're going to go into the file manager, place an image. Okay, image is placed. Now if you go under the image properties, here's the image description. This is another good place to put some keyword phrases. Something like that. So you can't see it in this mode, but it's something that Google can see. So if I went to page source, let me see if I can find it here quick. So here it is. Here's the picture, and then here's the alt tag, trip planning vacation. That's what I added. So that's it's sort of a hidden tag, but it's also telling Google what this photo is about. So you don't want to spam that tag with totally unnecessary and unuseful phrases that aren't relevant to the photo. You just want it to be representative of what you're trying to show, but also sneak in some phrases. I'm going to delete that as well. Another important thing is when you're creating a link, don't mind the words I'm actually writing here. A lot of people put the click here and then they'll turn this into a link. which works. You can put in your link, and that's a nice link, but it's better to skip the click here and make the keyword phrase make the phrase itself the link to the different site, because that's more important to Google than click here. It's saying, okay, this is a keyword phrase and it's going to somewhere relevant to vacation planning. So something to keep in mind of how you phrase and how you link to some of this stuff. This is better than using a click here. Sometimes bolding will give you a little bit of boost, but definitely larger typeface. So you could give this a header size that's a little bit larger, like that, and this is more valuable to Google and other search engines than this. So using these header tags, the higher the header tag, the more importance it will be given. There's also in the page settings some meta settings. Now this is not used much anymore because these are kind of hidden tags that can be abused and spammed. You can put anything in here, different tags, and especially in the page keywords that are hidden in the page and only Google can see them. Feel free to add them in, but just know that the visible content on the page is far more valuable than these hidden keywords. The page description can be useful if you have a page that doesn't have any copy hardly and is very graphical. If you give it a good keyword-rich description in here, that's what will show up in the search results for Google under your page link. So sometimes you want to add something that's short and concise and has a nice marketing hit to it. So this can be useful. This you don't have to really worry about. Optimization isn't, that's nothing there. So you have keywords and description you could use. That's really the gist of what you need to keep in mind as a content producer while you manage your website. The pages, the graphics, the file names, even, one more thing, under File Manager, even what you give some of these graphics as far as a name goes is important. So instead of let me just copy this here. So vacation planning to those arcs is far more of a better file name to use than this. Even these little phrases within the file name itself can be helpful to Google and help rank you. So those are some tips and tricks on search engine optimization. Of course, we can help you out a lot more and go in depth with reports and analytics and different things like that. But for some of your do-it-yourself stuff, these are things you can easily do.